So you finally created your course or your masterclass, even your ebook. What are you pricing it at? Pricing your product is one of the most crucial things, depending on your pricing, that people may or may not buy. If you price higher, that is the perceived value that your consumer has. So that's the very first thing. Your course needs to reflect that it is that valuable. Usually setting a higher price means, look, this is amazing, like you need to absolutely buy this. It is high quality. Think about just the way that you shop, like a Forever 21 price versus like a Zara price. Number two is market positioning. What does that mean? Who are you in the market? Where do you stand? Because essentially, if you're aiming to be top tier price, you need to have some sort of stance in your niche. On the other side, if you're trying to make this course accessible to others, you might be able to price it a little bit less, so more people can go ahead and purchase that, afford that. So your price does affect your positioning, but it also determines the type of students you're going to attract, because a 4, 5, 6-figure course is not going to be the same person that's going to buy your $27 ebook. You also have to take into consideration your revenue goals. So if you're trying to hit your very first $1,000, your very first $10,000, what is it that you need to do? Obviously, if you have something for $27, you're going to have to sell a whole bunch of them, versus if you have something for $300, $400, $500, you only need 2 clients or 2 students. You do have to take into consideration, what is it that I'm spending for my course? A lot of people say this is 100% profit, and that's a complete lie. Think about how much does it cost for your email marketing platform, for your website, or if you're hosting it on a course site, how much is that? How much is your landing page? And there is a lot of affordable options out there, but you still have to figure out how much does this cost. Plus all of your content creation tools like Opus Clip, CapCut if you have that upgraded version, or vidIQ if you're doing things on YouTube. Taking into consideration your financial goals plus everything that you use and you need, even if it's digital, we're gonna have to do some math here. Now keep in mind that we have a competitive edge if we take a look at what our competitors are doing, right? You can be the complete opposite of your competition, and that's going to be your competitive edge. If your competition, all of them, are selling it at $27, imagine what it would look like for you to charge $4.99 and this is my product, versus the complete opposite. If everyone is charging $500, how can you be the $150, the $250? It's going to give you that competitive edge. You won't be able to understand every single thing about pricing unless you understand your market. Meaning, who are they? What can they afford? What is their demographic, their interest? And really what motivates them to be able to book with you or buy your course or your coaching? And going beyond demographics, right? Like that's your ideal client profile. What are their actual pain points? So think about, are you targeting busy moms or work from home moms or stay at home moms? That is definitely a different message for each. But also researching your competitors, like I was telling you earlier, they might have a similar course to yours, but why is yours different? Talking about your consumer, let's say that you are selling a social media class or a digital marketing class. A lot of the stuff out there may be more text-based, or maybe they're just really short videos, or maybe they're really long videos. You have to have that competition research because you may be completely opposite to what they're giving, even though it's the same niche. You can differentiate yourself by demonstrating different things. For example, you can do an actual case study, like, listen, I helped Fulana do this, this, and this is how we did it. This is the exact step that I take you through and I took her through. Another thing you can do is like a live demo. Perhaps you can show a live coaching session and even personalized feedback. These are different things that will differentiate yourself and you will be able to price differently. Like I told you, you definitely have to calculate your costs. Content creation is not just CapCut. Think about your phone. Think about your camera. Think about hiring different people. Perhaps you need a little bit of help with some thumbnails if you're doing YouTube. Technology, paying for Taja AI. I just kind of wanted to play with it. And vidIQ and Descript, like all of these tools add up all of your subscription costs. Same thing with marketing. Like you putting yourself out. How much would it cost to hire a marketing professional or a social media manager, even if you're doing it yourself? That's still costing you time. And although digital product doesn't have a huge overhead, it still does have somewhat an overhead. One thing we have to do too is evaluate the value of your content. Perhaps you are doing a cooking class. You're going to show me how to do sourdough. That outcome might not be the same thing as helping someone completely change their financial future or plan for their financial future. So ask yourself these questions. What transformation or outcome will students achieve by taking my course? How will my unique expertise and insights help them get there? What makes my course stand out from others in the market? Think about how your course stands out from the others, but also what frameworks do you have? And once you have a framework, I mean, anybody can teach anything, but having a set framework, like you will go through these 7 steps and this is the result you'll get, is something that not a lot of people do. They just think a whole bunch of videos come together, and that is not the way that it's done. Number 2, consider the tangible results and outcomes that your students will achieve by taking your course. So what is the promise? Fill in the blank here. That is the promise that you have to make sure that you deliver with your videos and content. Now, although I already have a video on this, I'll definitely link it, but I want you to think about considering different pricing models. Payment plans, have that already in. This may be controversial, but I don't love Klarna and all of the afterpays, because if someone is not financially responsible, someone told me on TikTok, like, that's not your problem. But I feel bad. If you do not make a payment on any of the afterpays, you get dinged so bad and it completely destroys your credit.
At this point, like, seriously, just get a credit card, because it's your late fee, right? You get a late fee, plus you can get additional fees on top of your late fees. And there's no option to building credit. Like, literally, what's the point? I know you're just like borrowing money, but they're like dinging you twice. I mean, yeah, you can also get late payments and it also messes your credit, but at least you're building your credit. You know what I mean? It's like they're punishing you extra for not having the money. So let's get back to the video.
I just make a payment plan. I personally use Teachable, so I can have a pay in full, and I can also have an automatic payment plan. Or guess what? If you're super new, you can just send out invoices if you absolutely need to and they literally can't afford your product yet. Instead of charging $600, you'll be able to do like $200 a month for the next 3 months. I know these are super popular, which is subscription-based pricing. Some have an annual fee, other people have a month-to-month. Some do the first lesson free, give you a taste, and then they're able to upgrade you, which that's definitely another way to do it. Or something that I've recently done, instead of having little courses here and there, you can put them together in a bundle and then just tell them, hey, listen, these are 5 courses. You don't have to take them all right away, but this is how you should take it. Take this one first, take this one second. Maybe they're not able to invest in your entire big, juicy 4 or 5 figure course. They can do on something smaller. And listen, all you have to do is test. Once you test it, adjust it. They'll give you the feedback. You can't expect someone to just sign up and get results. You need to figure out, are people signing up? Are my students getting their result? Because selling something to sell it, I mean, that's cool, but what result is your student getting? Continue to test that pricing. Also, we need to definitely increase the value of your course. So how are we gonna do that? We already talked about case studies. So making sure that you show, look, I helped this person and this is what they did with my help. Next thing is expert interviews. I know a lot of people do this. You need to pump your expert up. Tell me how much revenue they did. Perhaps they got different awards, whatever the case may be. Make sure that you have those in your course. You can offer lifetime updates. That's something that should be a given, but just in case, like, offer lifetime forever. You can have this type of course as long as this course lives. So how do you know if the pricing is right for your course? You'll know that people are signing up. You'll definitely be getting student feedback, referrals, and a sustainable business. One frequently asked question is, can I change my price moving forward? The short answer is yes, but I want you to keep in mind that that may impact your current students. So if you sold something for like $1,000 and now you're selling it for $500, how do you think your students will feel? If you're trying to figure out, okay, I think I have my price, but I don't quite know every expense that I have for my course, that's exactly what we're going to talk about in the next video. So I'll see you there. Bye.